guys, welcome to KristenKellyTV. Today I'm going to be going over my baby names with you. Turn this light on over here. So, I know that a lot of people do not talk about what their baby names are going to be because people will steal their names. I, however, have a long list of baby names. So, first of all, how many kids do I want? I don't know. I would love to have a set of twins. If I ideally could pick what I want, I would have a set of twin girls and then go from there and then see if I want any other kids after that. When I was younger, I always said I wouldn't have kids, and then I've kind of not wanted children for my entire adult life. However, I do feel at some point I will have children. So, what am I going to name those children? So what I do is whenever I hear a name I like, I put it in this list in my phone. So here are my boy names. First one is Ryder. I just think the name Ryder sounds cool. However, it does sound very similar to writer, like someone who writes. So I don't know how much I love that name, but I liked it when I put it down, Ryder. Also, like some of these names could be used as middle names too. Next, I love this name, Rain. Rain and River are probably my top male names. I would love to have a set of twin boys and name them Rain and River. Name whoever comes first, Rain, because rain comes before river. You need a rain to make a river. So I don't know. I just really love the name River and I love the name Rain. Those are two of my top names. Next is Aries, because I'm an Aries and I just love being an Aries. I'm such an Aries personality and I love the name Aries. Summer, but spelt S-O-M-E-R, so it's like summer. I heard that name and I really liked it for a guy. It's different. I like having like a little bit of femininity in male names. Hawk. I love the name Hawk. I just think it's really cool. It just sounds very masculine, but it's also in nature. I just like the name Hawk. I think it sounds nice. Next is Wolf. I just think the name Wolf is so cool. I love animals and I love nature, and I think that Wolf is just such a strong name, and especially if your brother is named Hawk. And what if I had Rain, River, Hawk, and Wolf? I just love those names. Next is Clifton. I just think that's a unique name, Clifton. Clifton. It's also got a spot of elegance to it. Next is Adonis. I just think the name Adonis is beautiful. All right, girl names. There's a lot of girl names. First up is Amethyst. I love the amethyst stone. I love the color of amethyst. I love how it sounds. I love how it's spelled. I just love the name Amethyst. It's very beautiful. Next is Aurora. Aurora is Sleeping Beauty's name, and I've always loved Aurora. Her name's Aurora Rose, and I just think it's a very unique name. It does sound a little bit like Ohora, or like, I don't know why, it kind of reminds me of Uranus a little bit, because of like, I don't know, just it reminds me a little bit of Uranus. But I like the name Aurora, but at the same time, I don't know how much I love the name Aurora. Okay. So next up is Yuki, which is my dog's name. It's Y-U-K-I. It is a very common name in Japan. It's as common as the name is Sarah in America. It means snow. And I just love the name Yuki. It just, the very first time I ever heard it, I was like, Yuki. Yuki, what a beautiful name. I just thought it was so beautiful. And just the way it looks and the way it's spelled and just everything about it. So I love that name, and my dog is named Yuki, who is my daughter, and I don't know, maybe in the future I would have a human child named Yuki. Next, this would be more of a middle name, Honey. Honey. Like if you had like a very normal first name and then your middle name was Honey, I don't know, I kind of like that. Next is Bambi. I know it's like a little bit of a stripper name, but I just think that's such a pretty name, like Bambi. And who have you ever met named Bambi? Probably wouldn't use it, but I like it. Lila. Lila is so unique. It's just very different, and it's very elegant at the same time. Lila. Lila. Like I've never met anyone named Lila. Next up we have Aspen. I love the name Aspen. It's a very strong, beautiful name, and I've only seen one person with the name Aspen. Just different, like Aspen. Love it. Next up, I have Fawn, F-A-W-N. I like Fawn because it is a very beautiful name, and it's also really different. The first time I ever saw Animal House, there is a part where the girl is making a phone call, and she's like, oh, Fawn Lebowitz. And I was like, Fawn Lebowitz. I was like, Fawn, that's such a unique name, Fawn. I just love it. I love how it's spelled. I love how it looks. I love that it's like a baby deer, Fawn. It's just beautiful. I think if I was, I'm not sure like really what I want my pinup name to be. I kind of change it, but I love the name Fawn, and I think maybe my pinup name would be Fawn at some point. Next is Unity. Unity is very beautiful. I don't know, it's a little bit too strong, I think, for a first name, but maybe a middle name. Next, Story. I just think Story is such a unique name, and you don't see that ever, like Story. I saw somebody on TV and her name is Story, and I thought that was really pretty. Next is Daisy. I think Daisy is very beautiful. It's an older name, it's very light. You don't really hear many people named Daisy, but at the same time it's very beautiful. Rose. I love the name Rose. When I was little, I wanted my name to be Rose, and my mom was always like, it's such an old person's name, and I was like, no, it's just so beautiful, like the name Rose. It's just gorgeous, and you just envision a rose. This is probably one of my top baby names, Tallulah. 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 I was in the grocery store, and this lady was like, Tallulah, to her daughter, and I was like, wow, what an elegant name that you never hear. You never hear the name Tallulah. I just think it's really cute. Chanel. I love the name Chanel. I just think it's really beautiful. Violet. So Violet is another older name, but I just love that name. It's very pretty. And I think we all think of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory when she's like, Violet, you're turning violet. Next is Winter. I love the name Winter. I've had Winter on my baby name list for probably like 6 years. I just think it's so unique and it's so beautiful. Winter. Like, hi, I'm Winter. Winter. I've always loved that name. It's so gorgeous. Lola. So Lola is so unique, but at the same time, everyone has heard the name Lola, but it's like you might not know anyone named Lola. I just think like Lola speaks to me. Just that name. It's like fun, you know? January. Love the name January. I just think January is so beautiful, and it's weird because I've actually met a few different people named January, and I thought it was like such a unique name, but I mean, I've met people, so they're out there. Goldie. That would probably be like a middle name, Goldie, but I really like that. Barbie, like a Barbie doll, because I love the name Barbie, but I wouldn't want to say Barbara, but I like Barbie. The next up is my mother's name, Marilyn, like Marilyn Monroe. My mom's name is Marilyn, and I just love the name. It's very classic. My mom has always hated it because she always thought it was like too big of a name for her. Like when she was a little girl, she always felt like it was like too adult of a name. So my mom likes going by Mal more than Marilyn. But I love the name Marilyn. I always have, and it's my mom's name. Next, October. I love the month of October. I love the name. I've never met anyone named October. I just think it's really beautiful, especially if you have another daughter named January. You could have January, you could have October, you know? Or you could do middle names that are months. Next is Wednesday, like Wednesday Addams. I just think that's such a beautiful name, Wednesday. I don't know, just something about like, I don't know, I just love that. Like, hi, I'm Wednesday. Like, who have you ever met named Wednesday? Annika. I think Annika is really beautiful. Annika. You know. So, those are my baby names. It's constantly growing. I'm constantly adding names or taking away names. I don't think I'll have kids for a while. If biologically I like didn't have to pick one, I would have kids in like 15 years, but I'm probably gonna have kids in the next like 5 to 8 years. So when I do start having kids, hopefully I will name them some cool names because I love unique names. I have never been a super big fan of my own name. It's just, for me, the name Kristen is very it's plain, you know, and I think now it's, you know, I've had it for a long time, so I'm cool with it. But I've always wanted to change my name. I've always loved different names. So it's important for me to give my kids really cool names. So I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me any comments. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.